It's CPR's Top 10 Countdown. You know the rest, right? It's the only Top 10 countdown that matters. At number 1 this week for 6 weeks, count them, 6 weeks in a row, is G.A. George Anthony, and Time for You to Go.
Welcome to the revolution. Do you know why I am the leader? Because I'm the best in the world. I put attitude back where it belongs. So join me.
The crazy Puerto Rican. CPR Jose Ortiz is in the building. Do that dance. Get up and dance.
I need that love back.
Pull me to the ground. Never gonna let them pull me to the ground. I don't need no one to tell me how to be. I don't need no one to tell me. All I need is the freedom to be me. Just let me live to have a good time. And when I'm drunk in the club out loud, I be singing like, yo, just let me live my life. Isn't easy, so let it go. We overcomplicate the world with what we know. Tonight live life, go with the flow. Just lose yourself before one night, just lose control. I'm feeling buzzed back in this club, I wanna tap that ass like that. Hot so fat when she moves like that, for the back I attack her ass like that. She's holding on for life, grinding, grab that ass like that. Her crew, my crew, one room, smash, dash, tap that ass like that. In the club out loud, I be singing like, yo, just let me live my life. Just let me live my life. Oh, yo, just let me live my life. Just let me live my life. Actions speak louder than any words. So be yourself and let your true feelings be heard. And if they judge you, then let them be. You can't please someone who truly is not free. I'm feeling buzzed back in this club, I wanna tap that ass like that. Hot so fat when she moves like that, for the back I attack her ass like that. She's holding on for life, grinding, grab that ass like that. Her crew, my crew, one room, smash, dash, tap that ass like that. And when I'm drunk in the club out loud, I be singing like, yo, just let me live my life. Just let me live my life. Oh, yo, just let me live my life. Just let me live my life.
Ortiz is in the building. Jamming freestyle in New England. And now, the world.
And when I'm drunk in the club out loud, I'll be singing like, never gonna let the world.
It's CPR with you on a Friday night. Clubhouse dance music. In the background, the greatest group of all time is TKA and Live My Life, the remix. You can check out the video right now on YouTube as we jam freestyle in New England and now the world. We are joined right now by TKA. Are you in the building? TKA in the house? Are you there?
Yeah. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
How's everybody doing?
I'm really excited, though, about TKA Live My Life, the remix. The video's out. The single is out. 2 versions. You got the radio edit, and then you have the extended mix, and it's available right now on iTunes. I love the record. I love the remix. I purchased it today, even though I got it for free, because, you know, you got to support.
Thank you so much for supporting. I really appreciate all the love that everyone has given the record thus far, and as I told you early on this year, this year was set out for us to put out new music and to push this music forward. So this is the beginning of some more new things to come from TKA, and I hope that everybody's ready.
We appreciate it, and the buzz this week, you know, has brought the song already to the top 10 countdown at number 10, and that's great because we need some quality freestyle on the top 10 countdown. So congratulations on being number 10 this week. Hopefully it'll skyrocket to number 1. Now, have you been listening to the new freestyle out there?
I off and on. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I tuned into your show and I listened from beginning to end because, we were just wrapping up the mix of Live My Life, the remix of Live My Life, and I wanted to see if we were going in the right direction. And I heard one song that I absolutely love. I love the George Anthony record a lot, and you know, I want you guys to know, no offense, but I really don't listen to freestyle music when I'm recording, and I don't set out to listen to freestyle music. It's always been my MO. It's the way that I've always done stuff. So when I listen to it, I listen to it with a clear mind. And without passing judgment. So I spend one whole day listening to your show.
Excellent.
And I heard a couple of things on the broadcast musically that disappointed me in this day and age of this type of music. But that's neither here nor there. It's just
I completely agree with you, and we've had this discussion before. I've discussed this with the Flat Levers. We recorded an episode, George Anthony, Willie Valentin, Philip Anthony, and I, and there are some songs on there that are sometimes questionable, but this is what our music is today, and there are some fans that really levitate and gravitate to these songs, and sometimes you have no choice but to put them on there. You know?
And as from personal discussions that you and I have had, off the air many times, I always told you that in this form of music, there's been really great songs and there's been really bad songs, and along the history of it, some really bad songs become legendary.
Yes, yeah.
And some really good songs get swept under the rug and get forgotten.
Yeah, we can go down the list. Like Clash, Find Another Puppet by Micmac Records.
I am not mentioning everything. I'm going to stay PC.
I can do that. I'm the host, but I can do that. But Clash, Find Another Puppet is a song that is synonymous, and people love that record. It is not the best song record in the world. Tomax, Regrets Only. MKG, Tears Shed. I mean, there's plenty of songs that we can draw from and talk about how they were recorded poorly, but in the discussion that I've had with my fellow compadres, we always talk about how we look at it and listen to it from the perspective of being in the business, and we don't really look at it as fans. And the fans get to listen with their ears, and they don't listen to the mistakes or the bad vocals or the person being off pitch. So they don't really care about that. So that's why they gravitate to these songs. And it took Willie Valentin and George Anthony to point that out to me, so I can understand it, because I'm on the other side. Like, it has to be this way. This is the standard, and I've had to be more lax.
In my opinion, I always I don't look at our form of music as the end all be all, as some people in this community do. What I turn around and do is I look at music as a whole, and I look at how the other forms of music survive while we struggle. The closest thing to what's happening to freestyle music is what's happened to jazz, if you will. Allow me the analogy and the comparison.
I love talking to you about this stuff.
I saw, our parents grew up on jazz, and jazz was really cool at a certain time when our parents were kids, and they followed it, and they would talk about musicians and the players that would play. But as time went by and jazz didn't evolve and it didn't become bigger than it was, and it didn't flow with the times of the different music because they wanted to stay in a certain format, it fell away and it slipped away. And like I've always told you, I said the only way that our music could survive is by becoming more modern, is by presenting itself in different manners and embracing different forms of music that are happening today.
I completely agree.
The bad thing is that our initial core audience is of an age now where these are their childhood classics, and they're afraid to let go. They're afraid of the growth of letting go and it turning into stuff. Even in hip hop today, there's people that turn around and say, well, and in fact, I'm one of those people that say it at times. I love old school hip hop or older school hip hop compared to what's happening today. But the truth of the matter is that this is an evolution, and for it to evolve to a better place, it has to go through a period of bad. When we were kids, we grew up right around our 13s and 14s. We weren't looking the best that we could, because our body chemistry was changing. And I think that's what's happening to freestyle. We're going through our later, our puberty, if you will, where we don't look at